Welcome everybody to the God Chaser Sports main podcast. I know it's been way too long for most of you who tune in on a yearly basis to this concept. I think the last broadcast I did was back in January 2020, right before the pandemic. You would have thought I would have had more time to do something like this, but obviously a lot happens behind the scenes that people don't know about. So I'm here. I'm in Buffalo, New York. I'm hosting the God Chaser Sports Fantasy Leagues once again. And we got some big news about what we've been doing since beginning of this year football season. But what I want to do, I just want to let everybody know what we got going on our website. Not much, okay, but we do have some updates that kind of tell the story a little bit more and explain, as far as me running these leagues since 2000. And I think I'm on, right? I hope you can hear me. Um, so this is what we're doing now, and I expanded football, and you can contact me. Make sure you friend me. I do have two Facebooks as well, so some of you might get confused, but this is the one I'm using lately. Both of them can control both the Facebook page, the Facebook group, and that's it. You know, so either one of them, if you're friends with me, if Shawn Fudge Greene, Shawn Patrick Greene, either way, just go ahead and friend me. I want to connect with you offline as well. So without any further ado, with that, we got God Chaser Sport 2000 on the Facebook page. God Chaser Sports or GC Sports for the God Chaser Sports group, and GC Sports 2000 on Twitter, and God Chasers Stash or Sports on YouTube. So this is going to be on there later if you guys do not get to catch this. So let's get on to recapping this year's baseball leagues. Now, I'm only doing one sign on right now for the next three sports. The football, it's a little bit more complicated. But I want to recap right now. This is where we're at. This is where we're in right now, February. Let me get back to where I'm at. September 21st, 2021. This is a Tuesday, so it's post Monday Night Football, but it's also day 2 starting for baseball, and this is actually the playoffs. Now, one league playoff started a week before with 8 teams. And I didn't win. I was number 8th. I got the 8th seed, so I was happy about that, and that is Christian Baseball League. So I lost, and I lost significantly. It's a pretty stacked league, so that's why we had 8. But for the rest of the time, all the other leagues right now, they have 4 teams that can make the actual playoffs. So it's only 2 weeks. This is week 1 for round 1 for most of the leagues, and then round 2 for the 8-team playoffs. So I'll just recap it real quick. Baseball for God Chasers American League. We have in first place was Yao. Second place, Bishop Roberts. And fourth place was Golden Sombrero. And as you can see right now, going into day 2, Around the Horn and Golden Sombrero are in the lead. So, and the defending champs did not make the playoffs this year, which is All Aces, and the Borough Bombers has been the original owner is gone, so there's no repeat of being in the championship for them. And as you can see, they were in for 5 years straight, the last 5 years. So, and they actually won twice overall in our league. So sorry to see them go, but they have a new coach or manager managing those teams. As far as the NL God Chasers League, that I'm in. Okay, the playoffs, which is unlucky. Yahweh Glory, for those that don't know, that's my team. And I'm currently losing to the number one, No Pepper. Number two, Lockport Vern Lemke is right now leading against Freeman Fighters. So there's your top four. And then you can see the championship brackets right there. And we'll see how that works out. So we'll keep you posted next week on that one after Monday Night Football again. And we have God Chasers Baseball, or sorry, Christian Baseball League. This is another league that's been going on for a long time. Defending champ was PG team against Cleveland Bluebirds, but PG lost. Let me just show you the playoff real quick. Limu conquered, just defeated me 8-2. Turkey beat Shredder. Cardinals beat Chiefs, and which is interesting. And then the Bluebirds upset PG's team, which was the championship last year. So a little revenge there for them. And let's get back to the top 10 this year. Bluebirds might not make it to this championship this year. So we'll see what happens. So it was a long fought battle to get to that 8th spot. And somehow I made it. But most active was nighttime for that league. All right, so third league there. That was the third one. Here's God Chasers Baseball League Classic, which was some of the old school and some of the new school over the years. And the last 5 years, it's been the championship has been Bishop Roberts and the Rangers, also known as Turkey. And this year, I bumped him, Mr. Ranger. So I was lucky. See that? See how close we were? It came down to the last night, Sunday night, and I somehow managed to get 7-2 to 1 over Rangers 5-5, and our matchups to get that number 4 spot. And we gave an option for Division 2 to at least have a chance to get in, because all these people never have had a chance. It's always been these 4 mostly of all time, as you can see. I've been 4th place 3 years in a row now, and well, I ended 4th place. The Bombers and Faithful Ones were always the other ones that were right behind them. So, looks like it's going to be a brand new contender if I can't win this game, which I'm still attending to, against Roberts. So Roberts is the first seed, Tomahawk 2nd seed, Lamke, uh, Vern Lamke's on the third seed, and I'm the 4th seed. So I was lucky to get either 3rd or 4th seed on a lot of these baseball leagues. Fudge Bowl, same thing. 3rd seed. Champion was Rocks Brigade, who got the number 1 seed. Right now, leading over Yao. I was 3rd, and I was 2nd, and Yao was 3rd, ending last year. So I've had some chances in this league, and Third Day has been dominant throughout this whole time, over the years. But Rocks Brigade is the new challenger, and he's been pretty much lighting it up. If you see 156 wins, that's a pretty big, significant amount. Third Day is right now beating me, so again, I intend to beat him, but you never know. This is going to be a uphill battle for me, being in 4th place. All right, so a kind of like a Christian DJ thing that we started years ago, but um, less DJs and more others, Christian participants. So the top 4, I narrowly missed being the top seed. And Nationwide Eagles, the new franchise, tied with me for the division with the exception of his wins over me. So he wins the tiebreaker. And so Vern Lemke, number 1 seed, and I are definitely not even close to being competitive. So I got to work on that this week. Going Yard and Nationwide are neck and neck at 4-4. Consolation on the bottom, and that's the other league. And the other league is just the Veterans League, which is not a Christian league, but I got third in that one somehow. And it's another 4 championship league, and fourth out of 14, third out of 14. I mean, that's not bad. I did pretty decent. Actually, second best record overall, and I finished 5th and 7th the last 2 years in a row. But the both champions from the last 2 years, and actually Silver Bullet was in the championship 2 years in a row, was not. Grand Theft Vato, I think yeah, I think he's bowed out and another team took over. So there's your rankings. So I'll have links for all the leagues for baseball later. If you want to look at those, no problem. They're public viewable teams. I just want to open up right now. So October 3rd and 4th, the God Chasers Sports and our new expansion leagues are now opening it up. We got spots open. As you can see, most of these were all closed for the majority of the ongoing God Chasers Hockey League East, God Chasers Hockey League West, Christian League 2021-2022. And then I have this thing called the Pagulaville 716, which is a take on the owners of the Buffalo Sabres and our fan base for Buffalo and that league. Veterans Hockey League as well, but here are the 2 expansion leagues now. God Chasers and Jesus Freaks 1 and 2, basically. So I have openings for that. Again, it's in October 3rd and 4th. We're going to be doing those drafts, live drafts always. And I don't think I have keepers for it. And let's go to the next sport that we're going to have on October 8th and 9th for drafting. And most of these are God Chasers franchise. And I did have one expansion league that I started called the God Chasers Crossover League, which basically is really just the most active people in the other leagues going together. So it's really an elitist league, and I think that's going to be an exciting outcome. See what happens. So if you're interested, you just got to email me, and I don't think I put that on a banner. Let me see what this is going to show. So that's this is just little. There you go. There's your email, all that stuff. Let's see what else. Yeah, you can check out this thing on the vlog. I'll have that up there eventually. Where is the email for it though? Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to find out where my email is. I guess I don't have that. Well, it's in there. It's basically GCSports2000 at gmail.com. I don't know why I don't have that up, but maybe the next time. So you can go to the Facebook group, go to the Facebook page. You'll get the information on that too. So, all right, give me 1 second as I figure out what else I want to do. All right, so just got the ticker going on down there. All right, so anywho, before I get back to all this, just want to say for all the people over this 2 decades of participating in the God, I'm so happy that you participated. I'm so glad that you're a part of this. And I don't know why my thing's cutting out. It's cutting out. So, you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. So never mind. Let's just go right to this for a second. Going to go straight to fantasy football recap. Let's see if okay, hang on. Camera should not be wiggling. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to adjust this camera again. Please stand by. Okay, just go right to it. Hopefully you can hear me. All right. Start cam. Here we go again. Nope, it's not the camera I want. Camera should be, there you go. There you go, I'm back. So I'll get back to it. Let's make sure the microphones are correct. Testing 1, 2. Yep, still working. All right. Sorry about that little hiccup. So again, I'm going to thank you guys for participating over the years. 20 years, 21. This is for me doing it online and being a commissioner. This is 21st year doing football, specifically football, and we're getting close to 20 years on baseball. So it's been pretty exciting in my opinion. I enjoy it. I enjoy the camaraderie. I know we've had controversial issues over the last year and a half. Some people just do not want to be a part of fantasy sports no more, or sports in general. They just don't watch it. Hey, that's your business. I'm not criticizing. I respect whatever decision you make on by your don't participate. You guys are still my buddies, my brothers in Christ, sisters in Christ. Don't worry about it. But you're always welcome to come back too if you feel like I kind of miss it. And eventually I want to do some live um, guests to come on the show. I don't want to do it all just hey, listen, it's going to be all me. I want to do maybe a guest that's in some of these leagues. Maybe some of them are full of many people, and some people are in many of those leagues. So I like to have some sort of interview, kind of recap, have a little fun with this. All right, I don't want to take this too much more time. Let's just recap Week 2 NFL God Chaser football rookies. As you can see, I lost. So here's my loss out of 3 losses out of 8, which is, significantly decent. But Gilberto in this league was my rival. Has been my divisional rival for many years now, and it's always fun to go against him. This year, instead of 12, we have 16 teams, and it's a rookie league, so we're starting off with 4 new members. I think actually 5 because one team was taken over by another. Because again, some people decide not to participate, and I think that was the Eagles at one point or whatever in this division. Cheerios or Jim, one of them took it over. So this is a fantastic way to test each other's abilities to set the right team. So as you can see, right now it's Al's disciples that are dominating. Beating some really high scoring teams. So get back to God Chaser Football League veterans. I won that one against Isaiah, who's somewhat active. EL's expert team is not active right now, and neither is Gridiron Lions. So their losses are either by default or they just don't have a good drafted team, one or the other. Top scorer right now is Vern Lemke, so we're going to watch. Fond of competing with him all the time because he's so dominant. And then there's Nighttime and Terrible Titans. We're the only 3 undefeated teams right now, but that's going to change. So Lockport beat Bannerman, Gridiron beat Debo, Tom's Terrible Titans beat Mike Mark's NC team. Nighttime beat Gridiron, and Jesus Freak Rob won a game. So that's awesome. Next week's matchup coming up Thursday, and what do you know it? I got to play Vern. Even though I have a good setting for, possible good points, you just never know. Hey, and feel free to chime in. We have the Facebook page, Facebook group, Twitter, and this is going to be on Yahoo, or it's going to be on our YouTube page as well. So just check that out. All right, and if you want to just email me, and then maybe we'll shout it out for the next show. All right, so we got a couple of matches, some mismatches. You know what I mean? That's going to be a good one right there. Another divisional matchup. I think that's going to be, for me, another interesting one to watch is Tom and I believe it's Ken, if I'm not mistaken. He just goes by Nighttime. So that's going to be a good matchup. Them two are always very competitive, very active. As you can see, Nighttime's already at 13. He's probably one of the most active coaches right now, managers out there in all the leagues, including baseball. All right. God Chaser Football League is the founding league of this entire process. And what is all of this? Oh, okay. Thanks for all the Snickers. I don't understand why I got that, but I like this. NC fans fall short of expectations, lose a Yahweh. Sometimes they got some really snappy headlines for your wins or losses on your pages when you log in. So sometimes those are fun to read. I like wordplay and all that stuff. Even though I'm 2-0, I'm still not in the top 4. I'm in 5th place because Bannerman have done so well, and he actually had a division win against Numbers. Some of you guys in the God Chasers sports leagues over the years have been in and out. Numbers, Daleen, he and I started the God Chasers football leagues. The very first year, he beat me, I think, in the championship. So he's the first champ of the entire franchise, 2020 or 2000 in 2000. So I'm excited that he's in and we're competing, and we're both in the same city. We both live in Buffalo, New York. So we get to see each other periodically, once every 3 years when we're not consumed with online activities. It's good to see Wyoming win up there. Most points, undefeated. Had the championships for several years. You can see back here, 2008, 2012, 2013, champion. And then he fell off because Tom came in the mix, but also Hugh, which is another champion. Hugh is always in the top 3 almost every year, and he won it 4 times total. So that's the most out of this league. Hugh up in God Chasers, God, Family, and Packers team, which we realigned divisions this year. And I'll show you. I want to show you this league because this league is. What's wrong with my league? Okay, well, let's get back to this. Go back to that one. Oh, okay, that's why. Let's get back to God Chasers football for a second. I know it's taking a little bit too long, and maybe you're not involved and you're not interested, but I want to just let you guys know. We realigned this team, all the teams, based on geographical location. So we're in the East at this time. We used to be, Glory and Numbers used to be with God, Family, Packers in the North. That joined our leagues Maybe I should do it this way. I'm sorry. Let's do this again real quick. So, Family and Packers um, is now in a league with 2 Canadians, which makes more sense geographically. That's the only reason why I did that. But Bannerin or Gilberto, who's also one of my rivals in other leagues, um, is the division leader. And then Finn's Fan and Guns N' Roses are a father-son combo. Scouts Regiment, JD, who is a longtime participant, has dropped out. So we're looking for people to join in on that one. And then Wyoming Wind, once again, he is the elite right now. Got the most points, most favorable conditions, and going to be pretty interesting next week. Again, this is the God Chasers Football League. This is the main long-standing league that we've had since 2000. All right, so division rival. We'll find out who's going to stay undefeated next week. And another division rival. See who's going to, who's going to try to win over that one. And there you go. God Family Packers and Wyoming Wind, which I just kind of discussed, were the elites for several years. God Family and Packers won 4 championships in this league. Wyoming Wind won 3. So that's going to be a good, nice little rival right off the bat, starting week 3. All right, so fantasy football, continuing on with the Christian League. I had a stellar performance this week. And here, what's all this? See? What's Snickers thing? Anybody else get this? All right, this is cool. Interesting. All right, no snappy title this week for the recap. So I was kind of concerned because Most Wanted has been pretty solid the first week starting out. And I think I got lucky on that one. Axe 29 is typically not in the running, but he has won 2 in a row. So that's pretty exciting to see that happening. And against Amazing Grace was the reigning champ right now for the league. We'll go look at it real quick. 3 years. This will be 2 years in a row. Won the championship. Amazing Grace has always been like the top seed always of the league, and for whatever reason can't close it. So that's Chalmers down south from us, a couple hours from Buffalo. That's Amazing Grace. So we'll see if he can redeem himself next week. It's not typical. So I'm doing good. Pretty excited about that for week 1. And here's week 2 or week 3 coming up. Gilberto, once again, I mentioned in another league. He's a rival in this league again, and he's not doing too hot. So hopefully I can continue doing well. I mean, it's just any given Sunday, right? So this is the Christian League, and there's the standings right now. All right, so Christian World League. Again, the Salt of the Earth is also Chalmers. And here's my Snickers. How you like that? Yay. All right. No snappy titles. Okay. No snappy recap. And so Chalmers, sorry, I beat you, buddy. Salt of the Earth. And I'm Yahweh Leprechaun for this league. And what an amazing battle it was. Really, because I thought I lost that one as well. It's always those Monday night games. You just never know who's going to come out on top. It's been pretty exciting to see that happening. So here's the standings for Christian League, Christian World League, we call it. And the reigning champs, let's just go to Sin City Raiders beating Finn's Fan. I was in 10th place. I won the year before that, but Lemke and Finn's Fan are the newest franchises in the last couple of years. Been the X factor for a lot of matchups. So I'm pretty excited to see how that's going to turn out this year for them. Just don't want them to be too successful over me. You know what I mean? I got to win one of these. But I did that. So we're doing good though. And so that's this week's matchup. Pretty exciting to see some underdogs making it on top of some of these typically predominant performers. Lemke is an example of that. All right, so next week I'm going against the Sin City Raiders, and tough matchup for both Chalmers and Lemke. So salt of the earth and Lemke down here. That's going to be a good one to watch. It's going to be a big one. All right, final Christian League. We call it the Fudge Bowl. That's my nickname, Fudge. I lost terribly to there. Look, no Snickers for me. Okay. Not too good. 51 points will not get you any love in this league. This is typically a very competitive league. And last year I missed the playoffs the last week because of quote, he's the thorn on my side. And then Chalmers, once again, a different name, goes by Joyful Noise, is the elite in this league right now. So congrats on that win. Water Walkers is always like you never know if he's going to show up or not. And then Blue Shirts won, but is inactive. So is Tidewater, DJ Transform. So just a quick history. This is a old DJ league or my Flavor Radio league, and then these were Christian DJs or entertainers of on the mic, if you will. Christian DJs. These are all former God Chaser Sports League participants. So this is not he's a super fan. That's why he's in that. He likes Christian hip hop. He's a super fan of music. He likes all the performers. So that's why he's in that division. The rest of them are part of the God Chaser Sports Leagues over the years. So it's an interesting mix of different types of competitors in these leagues. Some of these people also play in other sports against each other. So fun little rival. And for those who are interested, we have a Veterans Football League. And I got Snickers. Blah. And I am in third place as a division leader. Not bad. So I drafted well. Let me show you what for this draft day prediction was. 3-11. That's what the draft day prediction was. What's my current? 8-6. All right, so I'm getting back to where I should be. So if I win one and lose the rest of them the rest of the season, then the computer wins, which I'm not going to let them do that. All right, real quick. We have a Buffalo League, those who are from our region, and no Snickers for you. I lost to Bishop Sycamore, and that's it. So those are the God Chaser Sports Leagues under the DI Media sign-on. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to sign in to my other two leagues or other leagues that I'm in under different sign-on. This one is called, this sign-on is Buffalo Shoutout. It's because I only had one spot left to fill, and I wanted to join this league. This league is run by Snickers. This league is run by Track Stars, which is a Christian hip hop platform. Artists, DJs, whatever, producers, they all come together, have a weekly show on Saturday mornings, and then they put it on their websites. So if you guys are interested, you can check out trackstars.com, I think. At any rate, I'm in this league. I was third overall last year. And, this year they expanded from 16 teams to 20. You want to talk about how difficult that's going to be to stack your players. And the thing is, you get one injury, it's like you're going to be out of the running, because your backup is not really number one, two, or sometimes even number or whatever. So it's tricky, but somehow we get some points out of this league, and I had a good run with a couple people. Cordell Patterson has been an underrated player, and I picked him as in my draft, and I'm glad I did because 26 points this week in this league, so definitely worth it. I didn't sit Aaron Rodgers after a bad first week because I knew he'd rebound, and boy did he ever. 40 points for me this week. Dawson Knox, somebody that nobody picked in the draft in any leagues, intentionally. I picked him almost one of the first people I could pick up, and had a great drive with him. And Tim Patrick. Instead of benching him this week, I put him up there, and he had a stellar performance. So Buffalo's defense shut out Miami. So I got 40 points out of that one. So, man, what can I say? Leonard didn't, from the linebacker from Indianapolis, didn't do as well as I expected. Antonio Brown didn't do too well as expected, and Tyreek Hill had a very bad day. And I tell you what, that was such a great game between Baltimore, Kansas City, Sunday night. One of the best games I've watched, and the finale was just fantastic. It was just a great finish. It's great football weekend, in my opinion. So, quote right there is taking down. It's pronounced CHH. So there's your recap. Next week, I'm playing Shawn Tana, which we're evenly matched now, but we got to set up all of our things. All right, back to the other God Chaser Sports franchise. Now this is the expansion year for this concept, and I also jumped in to 3 existing Christian leagues, Yahoo Fantasy Sports. So here we go. Out of the 8 leagues I was in, I lost 3. Again, same as the other sign on, and I'll show you real quick. The top 5 leagues are official God Chaser Sports football leagues, but they're brand new leagues. They're brand new participants, fresh blood, people that haven't participated with ever, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2. And then 3 other leagues. Let me just go this. I'm sorry, you can't see that. Here we go. Fantasy football. Okay. God Chasers Alpha, God Chasers Bravo, God Chasers Charlie, God Chasers Delta, God Chasers Echo. So that's who. That's what we got running this year. Nothing. It says not detected. It's negative. I don't know. You have to talk to the doctor. I don't know what that means. You have to call a doctor. So, yeah. So that's the status for me right now, and the new leagues we created. Not doing too good for the top one. I mean, I'm doing well, but not good enough. 0-2 is not a good standing. And I like these 3 leagues I joined. I don't commission these leagues. Jesus Plays Football. Let's take a look at them real quick. No Snickers for you. Okay, so I'm in 4th place. Commissioner, I believe, is this guy here, Cram Champions. And it seems to be he's active. I did state something, but I don't know if anybody. Okay, never mind. They're not always active. All right, so Valley Vikings beat me last week. They were pretty dominant throughout that weekend. no comebacks. Got some good high scoring offenses on this in this league, and I'm not too far behind them. So second highest score in the league, cumulative. So I have a chance. Next week I play Cram Champions, so we'll see how that works. Right. Holy Ghost Soldiers, and I'll have a huge win on that one, which I needed because this is a high scoring league, and indeed I had the highest score of the league itself, and that kept me up there competitively with the rest of the people up here, even though I'm actually sixth, not only in ranking but also points. I believe I'm going to show everybody who's boss in this league. All right. Oh, what do I play next week? Let me get back to that. All right. See, I got Snickers. What am I playing next week? All right. 0-2. It's all right. Any given Sunday, things can happen. God and football. Bam. Loss. Big loss. No Snickers for you. So 8-team league, and playoffs are top 4. So it's going to be interesting. Not going to even try to recap it. All right. So fun leagues. Let me just recap now. The God Chaser Sports Leagues 2.0, 2021. Okay, I lost to the Rising Sun, 10-team league. Points are not too bad competitively, but there are people that are scoring way better. Face-off is looking like the dominant one right now. And I'm going to guess he had Derrick Henry in his lineup. Docket Jones. Oh, Jones, yeah. Aaron Jones had a great day that day. It kind of compensates for Dak Prescott. So, yeah. So that was a good game for him. All right. That was Alpha. God Chasers Alpha. Let's hit up God Chasers Bravo. Stickers. Okay. Even though I had a good win, I'm only 1-1 because I had a really bad loss the week before, I think. Yeah. 89 versus 105. That's a big jump. Next week I play Cross Bears. And I keep my status in that middle of the pack up a little bit. God Chasers Charlie. Snickers. Oop, there it is. Okay, so pretty good jump. Good win. But it's a tough league. 133, 137. You know, it's gonna be very difficult to overcome these guys. So I got a middle of the pack run for God Chasers Charlie. Let's see how that works out. 5th place. Not gonna complain. God Chasers Delta. There you go. Snickers. Okay. All right, so I won narrowly. Jarvis has the lead in points, and I'm right behind him in stats as far as win-loss percentage. So 8-team league, a lot could happen. Well, so I'm hoping to go 3-0 in this league. And Echo, last one of the God Chasers franchise, and that will be it for today. Snickers. All right. Commanding win. Yet I'm still in the middle of the pack here. Didn't really get as much points as I needed to stay competitive. It's because I had such a bad week last week. Two of us had bad scores, real low scores. Um, so I got some catching up to do points wise, but fourth place, I'll take it. Playoffs is top 4, so we're good. There's no all time, is there? No, there's no all time. No. All right, but you know, sports. Shawn Patrick Greene, aka Fudge. It's been a great beginning so far. And like I said before, we have hockey and in October, hockey and basketball. We're going to be doing some drafting really soon. So just be ready. Get ready for all that. Y'all want to be a part of this exciting competition. We're going to have a lot more coming up. We're going to do a couple guests coming up in the next, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. We'll have some guests that are participating and that are interested in having some discussions about fantasy sports and faith. Why not talk about all of it? So thank you for watching. Appreciate you giving me some time out of your day. And you can rewatch this on our YouTube channel, which is, where is it? Please stand by. Oh, right there. You can just go down to the GCSports 2000.wordpress.com/vlogs. That's going to bring you to the YouTube channel. Or maybe simpler would be just go to the Facebook page. Join the group. You can join our group if you want. If you want to be a part of this, I'll put more announcements in that, in the future. And then just like the page, because I also put stuff there. We also got Facebook, Twitter, and all that stuff. Twitter and whatever, So we got a website. Go to the website. All of our links are there. Just you can eliminate the vlogs or whatever if you want, but we're on there. GCSports2000.wordpress.com. I'm Shawn Patrick Greene, also known as Fudge. I'm the commissioner, and I'm also a participant in other leagues. So if you got any questions, email me, GCSports2000@gmail.com. All right. I'll see you later. Thank you.